are those of the producers and individuals appearing on this program and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Sun Prairie Media Center staff, its video service providers, or the staff and elected officials of the City of Sun Prairie.
You are now watching the Alan and DJ Show.
Yo, yo, yo! Milwaukee, Sun Prairie, and all the surrounding areas. You know what time this is? Time for the Alan and DJ Show. And I'm Alan.
And this is your boy DJ.
Man.
What is it
I
now?
don't know, bro. I don't know, man. I feel like Bambi falling out of love with me, man. I don't know, bro.
Why? Why you say that?
You know, she don't treat me like she used to. Like, we don't go hunt for deer meat no more. You know, like, we don't get a chance to do anything like we used to. We'll, you know, she's like, let me get on her back and we'll ride through the, you know, like through the forest and everything. But lately, she been acting like distant for some reason. I think, like, she might be, I don't know, maybe she's falling out of love with me. You know, maybe, maybe it's not her, maybe it's me. Yeah, you know what? That's a good topic. I'll deal with Bambi the deer later. We're going to work on our problems later. But let's get this show going. And we're going to bring it to you only the way that the Alan and DJ Show know how to bring it. We want to talk about key signs that your partner might be falling out of love with you. Ooh. And in the words of Ralph Smart, we haven't even had breakfast yet. So let's get into this, man, because this is deep.
It is.
Let's talk about bullet point number 1. Reduce emotional intimacy.
All right. Like first, let's talk about the definition of it, man.
Break it down, DJ. Break it down, DJ.
No, basically, like what emotional intimacy is basically the bond that forms through deep feeling and connection between each partner.
Yes, sir.
So basically, like when somebody reduces that, basically what they're doing is they're reducing their connection by basically pulling back. That's what when you hear the word pull back, that's what is kind of referring to sometimes.
Right. So, you know, you have to get to a point where when I tell people trace your steps back, because there's always two sides of the coin. Her side, his side, and I was in the middle gonna be the truth. So you got heads and tails in the truth. So on your part, I always say, well, go back and see what led to this this distance. What led to the reduce of the emotional intimacy? Was you not being open enough? Was you not willing to try things to make your partner happy? And that can come from not sharing thoughts or feelings openly, seeming distant or withdrawn, or maybe like on like an emotional level, you're avoiding deep conversations. And some women don't like that, man. Like they'll be like, you know, like we don't even talk. Like he's not open enough. And I'll be one of those dudes to tell you in a minute, like I don't like to do a lot of talking at times. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just like to chill and kind of like feel my way through stuff though. But some people just, you know, like it just depends on the person that you're dealing with. So you might have women that like to connect on like an emotional level. And once you start to see that withdraw from whether if it's a man or a woman, now them are key signs that, you know, like they're getting distance from you because someone is already lining up to take your replacement.
Ooh. No, also with emotional intimacy, like it's deep because when you see this, it's a clear-cut sign, but a lot of people basically neglect it or they avoid it.
Yeah.
So when they do this, they know it's there and they see it happening, but they don't pay attention to the sign. They basically just go with the flow type deal.
No, facts.
And when that happens and you don't confront that particular issue, what'll happen is it'll get deeper and deeper and deeper. And once it gets too deep, then either that partner snaps off, or you end up ending the relationship on a bad note to where like now you can't even talk to that person no more.
Because it'll get to a point where it becomes like no point of a return.
Absolutely.
So, you know, you got to be careful. And then bullet point number 2, decreased physical affection.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this is deep because, now, DJ, you see a lot of this in relationships.
Yep.
I done had a lot of inboxes or calls or even emails about, Al, like, talk to me about this because I feel like, you know, like my man not touching me the way that he once used to lately. And I said, don't worry, because the Alan and DJ show got you covered. So DJ, break that down, man. Help her understand.
Oh yeah. With decreased in physical affection, what happens is like somebody will be less affectionate, and you'll be able to go through less sexual attention, meaning like they're not gonna pay attention to you sexually. They less touching, less kissing, less holding. Mm-hmm. And then also they don't want to do things to escalate. Like sex, basically.
Yeah. So, you know, like the sexual intimacy is gone.
Yep.
You know, like maybe once he used to hold hands with you, or maybe like he used to just cuddle with you and watch TV, and you know, like just like on a warm winter night, you know, like and y'all having fun, y'all talking, conversating, doing y'all thing, and maybe the decrease of physical affection sometimes might always be that person. So I'm gonna flip this from another perspective. Maybe it could be you.
Yep.
Oh, Al, how can you say it's me? You know who I am? Or Al, if I don't do this, what if she forget about me? Man, come on, bro. I'm gonna tell you what you're doing wrong. The decrease of physical affection could always, it don't have to, like sometimes it doesn't necessarily have to be that person. It could just be you. It could be because you gained weight. You're not as attractive as you once used to be. You let yourself go because you got too comfortable. That's what I always say, don't get comfortable.
No.
Even when you get into this meaty part of the relationship, this where the real work begins, because just as well as you had to work hard to get this person, you got to work overtime to keep this person. That's where the sexual sparks are always fired at. Yeah. But the moment that you let yourself go, you know what I'm saying? And like the moment that you're like, man, you know, babe, like, cause here goes the warning signs, and then like, I'm finna keep the bucket of DJ. Yeah. Babe, how come you don't do your hair like you once used to? Or baby, like, you in that one outfit you used to wear, how come you don't wear that no more? Or, baby, how come you know, you don't go to the gym like we used to go to the gym? And after that, you know, we used to get smoothies and like that was our thing. You know, like I don't know, it's just I haven't been happy lately. Yeah. My warning signs, you better turn something around. Or baby, like you remember once you used to date and you used to cook a lot? Now it's just like you don't even want to cook no more. I come home, there's nothing done. And I do a lot of providing for the house, you know what I mean? Like what's going on here? Yeah. So that's when the decrease of physical affection just stops. Like, you know, you're not even as open-minded as you once used to. Maybe you're just lazy in bed and you're just tired of it.
Yeah. And also with physical affection, like when we talked about emotional intimacy, those two, they're clear-cut signs, like, or red flags that you'll see physically. Yeah. And psychologically, you'll have that picture in your head, but sometimes people ignore it.
No, facts.
Like they know that it's happening, but they ignore it because they don't want the situation to end.
They don't want the situation to end. They got too comfortable. Like that's why I always say it's good to have somebody that loves you, but you never want to get too dependent. Like especially like if you're not working and you're dependent on their income. Come on, man, really? Yeah. Like please don't ever get too dependent. You know what I'm saying? On like somebody that's not promised to you, because that person could be like, I mean, you see it in marriage. Yep. Like people go before a guy and say they vows and still divorce. And you're supposed to be through this thing through sickness and health to death do us part. So when it just comes to like decrease, decrease of physical affection, it could just be you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, maybe you're not hot as you once used to be, because like I said, you put on 15, 20 pounds, you just let yourself go. And you got too comfortable. And men or women, you can't do that. Mm-hmm. and then like you're not as open as you once used to be. You know, now like you don't cook no more, just like the house nasty. Come on, and you think somebody like Alan gonna want to come home and touch you? Oh no, it's not gonna happen. Bullet point number 3: lack of effort.
Oh yeah.
So why is this important, DJ, when it comes to key signs that someone's falling out of love with you?
Because like when it comes down to lack of effort, like basically what'll happen is like when the relationship goes downhill, one person will blame it on the other person, and in actuality, sometimes it could be both parties that can contribute to that at different time spans in their life. Yeah. Meaning, like at one point, your wife could have been doing lack of effort, but when she basically like saw her signs that she wasn't doing it, or you might have did something to draw her interest back up, or her replacement didn't fall through, basically you basically put more effort to reserve the relationship, and at one point in your life you probably did the same thing.
No, facts. And you see it in the workplace all the time.
Absolutely.
You know, like a lack of effort could be like, you know, you guys making plans to spend time together, but it's not working out the way that you wanted it to, or you know, they're not going out their way to make you feel special like they want you to. Because once again, comfortability plays a big role. That person got too comfortable, or either B, you made that person too comfortable.
Absolutely.
And now like they feel like, hey man, I got her now. I ain't gotta do nothing no more. Yep. I'll sit on the couch, watch basketball, eat Fritos all day and blow up, or vice versa. You know, she can watch her reality shows all day, and you know, it's just now she don't make any effort to even clean the house. She don't make any effort to please you in the bedroom anymore. It's like a lack of effort in everything. And then maybe it's just because she's just not feeling the relationship anymore. Sometimes it just runs its course.
Runs its course.
And people just like, hey, you know what, bro? Like I'm doing everything I can do. Like I'm trying to make myself see why do I want to be in this situation, but I can't.
Yep.
You know, I'm dirty. I'm just not happy. Like, so therefore, I'm not gonna put as much effort in.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And with lack of effort, like what happens sometimes too is like somebody mentally and physically checks out. So when they mentally and physically checks out, this is what usually happens. So they'll basically stop doing like little things that spark their interest.
Yeah.
And when they mentally check out, then all of a sudden it gets to the point to where like they'll go through that type of stuff. And like I said, like that progresses over time. Like you don't just start off by just not doing that. Lack of effort, like it happens over time because of, like you said before, being comfortable.
Being too comfortable, man. You know, like you have to always keep the spark going. You know, like anytime like that person is being emotionally distant, or, you know, they be like, you know, like I had plans to, I don't know, like maybe go to a symphony or something. And, you know, they don't even care if they late or not. Then here goes the argument. And then they might tell you, well, I didn't want to go to this stupid thing no way. You should be glad I'm here. That's a lack of effort. Because like if I really want to be there around you and really want to be there, I'm going to do everything I can in my power to get there.
Absolutely.
So, and then bullet point 4, you know, critical attitude.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this is crucial because when it comes to attitude, you find yourself more than often being dismissive about your concerns.
Absolutely.
So somebody like, dude, what's wrong, bro? You talk to your homeboys. Nothing, man, I'm good, bro. I just don't even feel like talking about it, G. I'm straight.
Yeah.
That's being dismissive. Or sweetheart, I'm good. But Alan, tell me what's going on, Alan. And you just telling her, nah, man, I'm straight. Like, I'm cool. Like, I'm finna just leave for a minute. Like, I gotta go clear my mind.
Yep.
So they're being dismissive about the situation.
Or like, I'm gonna take a different spin on it. Like, basically, like, what it also does is like, it's basically like a mindset or something to where like it's approach. Basically, like, what happens is like, when somebody is going through this, what they do is basically they'll be critical of themselves. So because they're so critical about themselves, they'll formulate being angry or being mad because they're being too hard on themselves. And they'll be too hard on whoever the person that they're with as well, leading to like basically like to the other signs as well.
Okay. Now let's talk about the final. So I'm gonna give it to you right here, and this is like the Alan DJ's final thought. These are key signs that somebody's falling out of love with you, man. Decrease of physical affection, avoiding communication, lack of interest in your life and others that you might care about. They just don't want to hear it. They just don't care no more. Mm-hmm. The reduce of emotional intimacy, like me wanting to listen to you and being involved in everything that you care for and everything that matters to you. And it's just like they just mentally checked out. And when you start seeing these signs, you should start mentally checking out too. If the relationship is not worth saving, please exit.
Absolutely. And my final thought is like, if you see any of these signs that Al just described to you, basically get out of the relationship, because if the longer you keep it in, the worse the relationship's gonna be. And when y'all do actually break up, then the breakup is gonna be horrible. So basically when you see these signs, just check out automatically.
And you heard it best. And this is the Alan and DJ Show. You can find us on the Alan and DJ Show at gmail.com. If you have any questions or anything that you want us to talk about, you can find us at the Alan and DJ Show on Facebook. You can also find us at the Alan and DJ Show on YouTube. And you can find us at the Alan and DJ Show on the Sun Prairie Media app, and also channel 983 Spectrum TV. And you can find William J. Smith on Instagram and Facebook, and yours truly, Alan Hutchinson, on Instagram and Facebook. And until next time, see this person falling out of love? Then you need to fall yourself out of this situation. Because why? We just want you to stay well, stay healthy.
Peace.